How do you know if the tide's out or not?
Because that dude was saying we call it tide.
Sometimes a free boat is an expensive boat.
Oh, so you learned that from your
Past experience.
past experience.
Never take a free boat. Man, look at all these jellyfish. That is crazy. They're just kind of hanging out.
I wish I had coffee.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together,
we make DIY Nautical Dream.
Alright, so here we go again, starting a new week for our project. Anyways, let's go straight to our project this week.
Yep, we're digging in deep on this one. Oh my gosh.
Yep, we are removing the rotted teak panels
Yeah.
and we are removing the overhead hatch that is leaking so bad.
Yep.
And we are removing the port light that is leaking bad also.
Oh yeah.
And we are taking it home to make new teak panels.
Yep, we're gonna make some new teak panels. Yeah, it's funny. You'll see as we're digging into this that one of the common themes on this boat is they use lots of 5200. Unfortunately for us, it did not work. So you'll see as we get into this a little bit deeper that we're experiencing the 5200 nightmare all over again.
Yeah, but we like dealing with 5200.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go again.
Yep, we're getting better at it anyway.
Yeah.
So hang in there. We'll show you what we got going on.
Alright, so stay tuned guys. We will get back as we show you our progress.
Yep. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and remove this hatch. So we'll have to lift this up, remove all the screws around the perimeter, get those out, and then there's going to be 5200 seal that's all the way under this, bedding it, and that's going to be a pain to get off. It takes a lot of effort. So that's the goal today. We'll be out here taking screws out and cutting 5200 seal. All right, so first thing we'll do is we have the latches open down below. They're unlocked and in the open position. So we'll lift this open. Hopefully it opens. We've never opened it before, so this is the first time seeing the seal around here. It looks like it's pretty good. It looks like it was doing its job, except for maybe right back there. But other than that, it looks like it's been working. You can see back here in the corner here, water's been collecting back here. And it doesn't look like the seal was leaking, because the seal looks like it's made a pretty good contact all the way around, except for right in this area. It looks like it's a little light, but I think the moisture from here is from condensation on the inside of the hatch, so I think that's where the moisture was coming from. So we'll go ahead and start with the removing the screws, and we'll replace these with all new hardware. So now, if I remember right, we don't have to pull these two screws, because those are actually the ones that are holding it to the frame here. So, okay, so we just completed removing all the screws around the perimeter of the base of the hatch. They're all out, and we only dropped one down below. So we'll call that a win. Collected the rest of the screws right here in a cup, and now we got the sun out, so that's cool. How long that'll last for, not sure. All right, so we'll go get something to start getting under here and try to break up this sealant that's holding it down. So you can see this is going to be very slow going, so we're just going to have to keep working our way around, and then I have to keep getting things under here to prop this up a little bit. And then what we do is we're just going to work our way cutting underneath here. We'll be cutting the 5200 seal that's holding this down, just slowly working our way around the perimeter. Where it starts to get difficult is going to be like in this area here, because we have limited access. Back corner there, there's just areas where it's not going to be that fun. I'm going to get a couple more tools. I'll get a flat blade screwdriver. I'll get 2 of those. That'll help kind of hold this up and allow me to get under it to start cutting away at the seal. Seems like it wants to come off pretty easy, but we'll see. We don't want to get our hopes up. Feels like the seal is not holding on very well here. Oh yeah. Hang on. We might be able to get this in a lot easier shot than we did last time. Right. There's still some spots where it's holding good, but all in all, it feels like this is a bad bond on this side. The 5200 might not be doing its job anymore on this hatch. We'll see if this side does anything different. This is always a little bit tougher, just because we got all this junk in the way. Let's see what's going on. Maybe we can get it just this easy. Wow, so it's totally lifted up over there, but not on this side. We don't want to pull too hard because we don't want to bend the frame. These fixtures here are like over $1,000, so we don't want to damage it. We want to reuse this again, so it's important to take our time. The seal is funny though, because it doesn't have to be holding on very much. Just a little tiny strand of this stuff will stop it from letting go. So that looks like it took part of the wood with it. That's a bummer. Okay, so the wood was held on there, but what I'll do is I'll take that piece of wood off of the bottom of the frame. It's on the inside here, and I'll just rebond it on there with epoxy. And it's not an area that's directly in line of sight. We'll just rebond those pieces on there. Okay, so that was what was holding us up. The rest of it should come up fairly easy. We don't want to force it, so let's just go around to the back side, continue working on it, because obviously we still have some areas attached back there. Last thing we want to do Let's get in a hurry and then cost ourselves money that we don't want to be spending. This is the kind of luck we have. Does it come off, or do we have to continue working on it? Okay. So you can see these strands right here don't always let go very easy, and if you have enough of them around there, they will hold it from coming up. You can see here a little bit of water, not too bad, but anyways, yeah, this is off. Okay, so we were able to get the hatch off, but some of the wood came off of the trim. It came off and was stuck to the base of the hatch, so we'll have to repair that, but nothing major, and it's just cosmetic. Nobody will even see it once we have it repaired. But the hatch came off relatively easy compared to last time, so I don't think the seal on this side was holding as good as before on the other side, or we're just getting better. Hard to say. But right now what we got to do is cut the seal all the way around here that's holding the teak trim ring in, and then we can get that off. That's our next battle. The wood came off with the seal right here, a little piece right there, and a little piece right there. And so what I'll do is I'll get those off later, and I'll reattach those with some epoxy onto the teak, and nobody will really know what happened. So that's the goal. If we have to do a repair, we try to repair it in such a way that it looks like it never happened. So, all right, so that came off. You see down there, that's the trim ring down there sitting on the sofa. And so the trick to getting that trim, the wood trim out, is we took the multi-tool here and we did it right along the edge, real close, except for in the corners. We couldn't do it in the corners, but we did it on all the straight areas. And then on the corners, we used the knife and the pick set, and we just continued working it until all the little strands of 5200 let go, because this 5200 will break the teak. That is old teak and it's not strong anymore. We don't want to make a new one, so we just took our time. So now we just got to clean up all the seal, and then we'll cover this up with some duct tape, and we'll go back down below and start working. So we got the trim ring off, and as you can see right here, the plywood is rotted, and that's the headliner plywood. So that's all rotted. It's been getting wet, just like the other side was, and we'll make a new one. We'll just take it out and try to get it out in one piece, and then we'll use that as a template for making our next headliner plywood. So right now baby's cleaning up all the leftover 5200 seal, and then we got to get that little little T-screw here. We got to get that out of there because those are hard to find. We'll tape it off and go back down below and continue working. So here you can see after all the seal was cleaned off, baby went ahead and closed off the opening with some Gorilla tape. It's a really heavy duty version of duct tape. Alright, so we're going to drill out the teak plugs again one more time, because last time we did it, it didn't turn out very well. I want to show how we do this. First drill a small hole. Next we'll get our screw gun, run it in there, and it should force the plug out. See, that worked out pretty good. Gotta take it off of the screw. And do it again on the second one. There you go. Now we have both screw holes nice and easy to access. To remove that piece of teak. All right. Sometimes they get kind of stuck. They've been on there so long. doesn't want to come off. I don't think there's any more. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just lightly tap up in here on the surface. It won't show once this is back in. Because this knife will surely damage the teak. There we go. Wow. I wonder why it was in there so tight. It must be just varnish. There we go. The reason we need to take that off is so we can get access to these staples right here. We gotta finish pulling this vinyl back so this will come off. Look forward, you'll see we got the forward hatch off today. And now what we're doing is we're working on pulling all these staples out the rest of the way. Once we have the vinyl pulled back, then we can work on getting this rest of this panel off of here. And hopefully the panel will come off in one piece and we can bring it home to use it as a template. So, all right, so we got all the staples removed on the vinyl. As you can see, it's hanging down loosely now. And you can also get a pretty good idea of how rotted and delaminated the plywood is around the hatch area. Lots of moisture has been hanging out in that area. We want to be able to get this off in one piece and use it as a template. I'm gonna have to join these together somehow. I don't know. Staple, tape, whatever. I think we used tape last time, so we'll try tape again. Hopefully that'll work. Let's see. We're gonna pull this back. So you can just see it's just like the other side. Not really a quality install. We'll be making new pieces of plywood to go back in place here, just like we did on the other side. Yeah, it's about what we were expecting. So it makes it easier when it's just a big rotted mess like that, because then you don't have to debate with yourself whether we want to do this again or not, and just try to find a way to do it halfway. So now we got to just go 100% replace. And you can see here all this rotted, wet. It's been soaking for a long time, all the way down. And that's why we're doing this, is because we're going to make this back to better than new. We'll replace these with teak panels. Teak panel under there as well. It'll look nice. It's going to look just like we did on the other side. So nothing that's not in our skill set. We can do this. All right, so here we go. We're working on taking these out. And I still, even though we had to take these out on the other side, these pieces of plywood, I do not understand why it looks like they put everything together out of scrap wood to hold these in place. Why couldn't they have done it with a little bit nicer arrangement? But anyways, that's what we're dealing with. In order to get this off, these have to come off because they have screws hidden up under here behind this 1/2 inch plywood. So when we put it back together, we're not putting the screws up here in the top. We'll just run the screws along the bottom like they have here, and that'll be sufficient to hold that in place, along with the windows here and the window frames. All that'll be enough to hold these in place. We don't need to hide screws up behind this panel here. So what that'll do in the future, should we ever have to remove these for any reason, we don't have to pull the vinyl all the way off just to change out the teak panels. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, are you guys getting in deep now? Well, keep in mind, we've been here before. The way we look at this is lots more challenges and opportunities to make this boat back into a thing of beauty. Oh, and don't worry, we're going to get plenty deeper than this before it starts to get better. This is just the beginning. You can see this is rotted here. All wet. Now the upper part is actually in pretty good shape. That doesn't look bad, but this lower section here, this is every bit as bad as the other side was. Maybe we can get this off in one piece. It's not looking good, but I did make some duplicates of the other side. If they're the same size, then we don't have to try to get these off in one piece. But you can see, you can just see this stuff is just rotted and falling apart. We expected that, so we'll get it. Nothing there. So it's either not there or it's broke off. Come on. And then nothing there. It should come off. Oh yeah, here we go. Huh. Now, why do they have to put the shims back there? I don't know. Everything's all just put together with scrap work around here. Very interesting. We'll put it back same way. What we're gonna do when we put this wood back is we're gonna epoxy coat it with penetrating epoxy, and we'll seal it so it will not, this will not rot again. It won't absorb any moisture. So this is the back side of that panel. And just look at all the rot and the mold going on back there. It's pretty interesting to see actually, because from the front side view, some people probably wouldn't think there's that much bad going on back there, but I mean, it doesn't look great, but some people might even think they can just go ahead and sand this and varnish it and it'd be all right, but that's what's going on the backside. So anytime I look at a boat and I see any staining around the port lights, I know what's going on the backside. And so when we make our new ones, we're going to seal these backsides. We're going to seal them with penetrating epoxy, and that stuff works really good. It just soaks in here like water. We'll put like 2 coats on it, whether if it ever leaks again or not. These will not rot. They won't deteriorate at all. And it pulls the fiberglass with it and everything. And now this one, it did not. So I don't know if it's gonna come out nice or if it's gonna come out difficult. But usually these come out pretty difficult. Oh, here we go. Baby, can you grab it? The window. Watch this.
There you go.
Oh man, that came out too easy.
Yep.
Is it all rusty on the backside? Oh yeah, that's been leaking a lot. Okay. Thanks, baby. Yeah, let's see all the rust around here. Not a good seal job. So it's all right. We'll clean that up later, but that's where we're at. So we got that out. That came out super easy. Okay. Good old 5200. It holds where you don't want it to hold, but it doesn't hold where you need it to.
Yeah.
Need to get this go all the way through there. Man, there can't be that much holding it left. There we go. Mangalated. Man, look how moldy and rotted that is on the backside. Whew.
Well, you can see by all the rot on the backside of this panel, it's just another good reason why we want to seal our new ones with penetrating epoxy to prevent any kind of moisture or humidity getting into the panels and rotting them from the backside, because we won't see it until it's too late. By the time it's staining on the front, the damage is already done on the back.
Crazy. They had all that 5200 on there, and yet that thing still leaked like crazy. Stuff's no good. So our new plan, when we rebed these, we'll put the 5200 on around here, but on the outside faceplate, we're going to put butyl tape on there, and that will stop it.
So now that we have the port light removed, this is the ceiling flange area that's been sitting against the teak plywood on the inside of the boat. And you can see all the moisture and the rust that's been sitting there festering for a really long time. Some of that discoloration is from the varnish, but a lot of that is rust. So we know a lot of moisture has been sitting there for quite a while. We're going to try and do a better job sealing these port lights in when we reinstall them, and hopefully we don't experience this again. Well, so now what do you think, huh? Pretty deep. This teardown definitely revealed some things we weren't hoping to find, but we kind of knew was going to be in there. It's a little worse than we were expecting, but we'll make a comeback. We'll get there. We'll get this done. We've been through it before. We know what to do. So stick with us, and let's see how we can transform this back into a thing of beauty once again.
Alright, so what do you guys think? Did I do better taking out the 5200?
I think you did a better job this time. Seems like you've done it before. It looks like you know what you're doing, baby.
Trying to.
Yeah. All right. So, and as you were able to see that we struggled getting those teak panels off, and you know, we're going to take those home, and you'll see that we're going to use them to make templates out of them and cut some new teak panels. So hopefully we can get those cut just right, and we'll bring them back to the boat and see how they fit.
Okay, so wrap it up, honey.
You wrap it up.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. And please don't forget to watch it all the way.
Oh yeah, we like it when you watch them all the way through. Hopefully you enjoy it. See ya. Have a nice day. Dang, if I only hit record. Man.
I think you did.
Okay.
Did we record it?
Oh no.
Oh no. Come on. honey.
Is it working?
Did I record it? Okay.
I thought you were pushing the button this time.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, we did record it.
Oh, it's
because
going?
I did it.
Alright. Alright, so, oh man. So I forget to hit record again?
Wow, really?
Oh, is it recording?
No.
What? Are you
Nope.
sure?
Yep.
Dang.
Okay, come
All
on,
right.
let's do it again.
We'll redo it again. Man.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Priscilla. I'm by myself. doing this project alone.
Oh, dang. I think I forgot to hit record.
Like always.
Oh, man. Is it recording?
No. I think you did. Or maybe not. Did we record it?
Hang on. No, not yet.